Hey guys, welcome back to Stock Market Files. This is Dr. Satpute. In this video, we'll discuss about what is called as payoff graph. So this payoff graph is normally drawn by either option buyer or seller to see the performance in terms of profit and loss, of course, performance of the option which they have sold or which they have bought. So it is a graphical representation of the profit loss statement, right? So that's why it is also called as profit loss diagram. Right? So this payoff graph is a convenient way to envision what happens with the option strategy as the value of the underlying asset changes. Underlying asset means the stock or the index. So this payoff graph is a graphical representation of the potential outcome of the option strategy, right? So let us see. Let us say that. So how do we draw payoff graph, right? So to draw a graph in two dimension, we have x-axis and y-axis. Of course, this is the origin. This is the origin, and this is a positive x-axis. This is a negative x-axis. This is y-axis, which is positive, and this is y-axis, which is negative. Normally, on this x-axis, here on positive x-axis, we have what is called as independent entity, or what can be the independent entity? The underlying asset. It may be stock or index. So we have the strike price. We have the strike price of the stock or index on this positive x-axis. So the strike price or spot price, right? Spot price we have on positive x-axis. So normally the payoff graph is only on the positive x-axis, because on the negative x-axis we don't have any values, because the spot price is never negative, right? So that's why whatever graph we'll have only on positive x-axis. So this positive x-axis, we have the strike price here, right? Now on the y-axis we have profit and loss. So positive y-axis represents normally profit, and negative y-axis represents a loss, right? So because the negative values means loss, positive values means profit, right? So that is how we have a basic structure for plotting the payoff graph. So the strike price are on the positive x-axis, the profit is on positive y-axis, and the loss is on negative y-axis, right? So let's say while discussing this payoff graphs and other concepts here, I'll be considering two people here. One is Mr. Tom and one is Mr. Jerry. So this Tom is an option seller. Right? So option seller, or he sells the coupon which we saw in the earlier video. Coupon means the card or the option which this Tom will be selling, right? And Mr. Jerry is an option buyer. He's an option buyer, so he usually buys options or these coupons. So let us say we have this Mr. Jerry, and he buys the Nifty strike price, Nifty 15,000 strike price call option. Of course, the seller is Tom here. So he buys this Nifty 15,000 strike price call option at rupees 200. So this is the premium which he is paying, right? So his profit or loss for various strike price of Nifty at maturity will be, so this is Nifty strike price or spot price or market price at maturity. This is also Nifty strike price or spot price or market price at the maturity. So let's say the strike price is 14,500, right? Now so we are talking about the profit of Mr. Jerry, who is option buyer, right? So now at maturity, Nifty is trading at 14,500, right? So will I exercise my right? Will I use this coupon? Will I use this option to buy Nifty, right? So if I use this coupon, I'll get Nifty for 15,000. So why will I use this coupon, right? Because Nifty already I'm getting in 14,500. Why will I buy Nifty in 15,000 by this 200? That means at this time, or at this point, at this point in time, this coupon is of no use for me. That's why I lose my 200 which I paid for the coupon. So that means I lose this premium. I lose this premium which I paid to buy a coupon. Right? When the Nifty is at 14,600, at that time also I will not use this coupon to buy a Nifty at 15,000, because I'm using coupon means I'll buy Nifty at 15,000. Why will I buy Nifty at 15,000 if I'm getting it in the market at 14,600? So this time also this coupon is of no use for me, right? Again, when the Nifty is 14,700, this coupon is not of no use. That's why I lose the premium of that coupon, right? So if Nifty is trading at 14,800, I will not use coupon. I will lose 200 rupees, right? Again, 14,900, I will lose 200 rupees. At 15,000 also, right? This coupon is of no use, because in the market I'm getting Nifty for 15,000, and the coupon is also of for 15,000, right? So again, I lose my 200 rupees. But now, if Nifty is trading at 15,100, this is the current market price of Nifty, let us say at maturity, right? So now I have a coupon, and that coupon gives me Nifty in 15,000. So I will use that coupon, right? So here I'll be in the benefit of 100 rupees, right? 100 rupees. But already I have paid 200 for buying that coupon, right? So my net loss will be this 200 paid for coupon plus this minus this 100. That means net profit and loss will be 100 rupees. Now let's say if the Nifty is trading at 15,200, right? So at that time, this is the market price of Nifty, right? But I have this coupon. By using that coupon, I can get Nifty for 15,000, right? So this time I'll exercise this coupon. I'll use this coupon, and so what will be my net profit and loss? 200 profit I'm getting from this strike price, but already I have paid 200 for the coupon, so my net profit loss will be 0, right? So this is called as break-even point. This is called as break-even point. So break-even is 15,200. Now from this point onward, if whatever Nifty's price increases, right? So I'll be getting benefit, right? For example, if Nifty is trading at 15,300, but I have this coupon, by using that coupon I can get it for 15,000 only. So right, my net profit will be 3,000 profit, 300 profit, but 200 already I have paid for the coupon, so my net profit will be 100 rupees, right? Similarly, for 15,400, my net profit will be 200. 15,500, my net profit will be 300. 15,600, my net profit will be 400. That means as the price increases, my profit, I'm going to get unlimited profit, right? As the price increases, Nifty price increases, I'm getting unlimited profit, right? But what I'm losing, whatever may be no matter how down Nifty goes, whatever may be the Nifty price below 15,000, right? Below 15,000, I'm going to lose only 200 rupees. I'm going to lose only 200 rupees, right? So that's the premium which I paid to buy that coupon. But if Nifty rises, if the price rises, I'm going to get unlimited profit, right? So let's draw the payoff graph for this. So as I said, this will be the strike price of Nifty. This is the strike price of Nifty. I'll be starting. So this is 0, right? So I'm starting my strike price from 14,500, right? 14,600, 14,700. Of course, you may have the strike price here, but I started from 14,500, right? Then 14,600, 14,700 up to 15,500, right? So these are the strike price, and on y-axis I have this profit 100, 200, 300, and here this negative values indicate the loss, right? So let us plot the graph, right? So you can see here at 14,500, what is this? Minus 200. So the point at 14,500, the point I'll plot is minus 200. This is the point. This is minus 200. For when Nifty goes to 14,500, my net PNL will be minus 200, right? Similarly, when Nifty goes to 14,600, my net PNL will be minus 200, right? That means till this 15,000, my PNL or my profit loss is minus 200, right? So that means till this 15,000, right? I'll be having minus 200 as my PNL. So I'll be plotting this point, right? So minus 200 here, and these are the points I'm plotting, right? So minus 200, 14,900 minus 200, right? So this again 15,000 minus 200, right? And then at 15,100, when Nifty is 15,100, my PNL is minus 100, right? My PNL for when Nifty is 15,100, my PNL is here, right? This is minus 100, minus 100 here, right? This is minus 100 point. Now, when Nifty is 15,200, my PNL is 0. 15,200, that is here, right? My PNL is 0. This is 0 PNL, 0. At 15,200, this is called as break-even point. Neither I'm getting profit nor I'm getting loss, right? So now when Nifty is 15,300, I'm getting profit of 100, right? For 15,400, I'm getting profit of 200, right? So when Nifty is 15,300, I'm getting a profit of rupees 300, let's say, right? 300, right? When Nifty is 15,400, I'm getting profit of 200. So 15,400, the profit is of 200, 200. For 15,400, the profit is of 200. So this is the point here, right? When Nifty is 15,500, my profit will be 300, right? So 300, I plotted a point. 15,500, the profit is 300. So when 15,600, the profit will be 400, right? So 400 here, right? So these are the points which I plotted. Now let's join this point, right? Let's join this point. So if I join this point, I get a straight line like this, right? And now if I join these points like this, I get a line like this, right? So this graph is called as payoff graph. So how can I read this graph? What can I understand from this graph, right? So I can understand from this graph 15,200. By looking just at this graph, I can say that 15,200 is my break-even point, and above 15,200, whatever may be Nifty price, I'll be getting that much amount of profit, right? But below 15,200, I'll be in the loss, and max loss is minus 200, and the profit is unlimited here. The profit is unlimited, right? As Nifty rises, I'm going to get benefit of this. So this is how we plot the payoff graph. This is payoff graph for option buyer. Payoff graph for option buyer, right? So let us see the payoff graph for option seller, right? So let's see the payoff graph for. So before that, the observations. What are the observations here? Observations: as the price rises or increases, the call option buyer gets unlimited profits, right? As the price falls, the call option buyer incurs limited losses. That is, he at max loses the option premium he paid, option premium amount he paid, right? So that is, in our case, it is 200 rupees. So the maximum loss is 200 in our case, and the maximum profit is unlimited. Maximum profit is unlimited. Okay. So now let's try to understand the payoff graph for the option seller, right? So in our case, option seller is Mr. Tom, right? So let's say Mr. Tom sells an option of HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, 1500 strike price, right? For a premium of rupees 20 only, right? He sells the option, call option for the premium of rupees 20, and of course our buyer is Mr. Jerry, right? So now what will be Mr. Tom's? Now we are concerned about Mr. Tom. What will be his profit and loss for various strike price as Nifty Bank moves, right? So let's say when the next Nifty Bank is at 1500, right? 1500, right? So what Mr. Tom is going to earn, right? So Mr. Tom is going to earn rupees 20 as premium. Why? Because Mr. Tom has sold this option, call option or this coupon for rupees 20 to Mr. Jerry. So Mr. Jerry will use this coupon only when the HDFC Bank price rises above 1500, right? So Mr. Jerry will say, oh, in the market I'm getting HDFC Bank for 1500, and the option, call option which I have got, or the coupon which I have got, is also for 1500 strike price. By using that also I'm going to get HDFC Bank only in 1500. So this coupon will be of no use to Mr. Jerry. But that's why Mr. Jerry will not exercise this coupon. In this case, Mr. Tom is going to get rupees 20 as profit, right? So when the HDFC Bank rises to 1510, so at the time the option buyer, that is Mr. Jerry, is going to come to Mr. Tom, and he will say, Mr. Tom, hey, this is my coupon, which by using this coupon I can get HDFC Bank for 1500, so give it to me, right? So now Mr. Jerry will incur a loss of rupees 10 here, because the market price is 1510 and Mr. Tom has to has to give it in rupees 1500 as he has promised by giving the coupon. So in that case he is losing rupees 10 here, but already he has sold the coupon for rupees 20. That is, he is having already profit of 20. So his net profit or loss is 20 minus 10. 20 minus 10 is plus 10, right? Okay, now if HDFC Bank rises to 1520, right? Now again Mr. Jerry will come to him and he will say, give the HDFC Bank to me in rupees 1500 because I have got this coupon. So here Mr. Tom will be in the loss of 20, but already he has earned 20 rupees by selling the coupon for rupees 20, right? So that's why his net profit and loss will be this 20 minus this 20, that is 0. That is 0. But now when HDFC Bank rises to 1530, Mr. Tom will be in a loss of 30 rupees, right? But already he has earned rupees 20 by selling the coupon, so his net loss will be this 20 minus 30, right? So that is 10, right? Now here his loss will be 40, and he has earned 20, so 40 minus 20, or 20 minus 40 will be his net loss, that is minus 20, right? So here he is selling this HDFC market price of HDFC is 1550, right? So but he has to give it for 1500 as he has sold the coupon, right? So here his loss will be 50, but already he has earned 20, right? So minus 50 plus 20 will be minus 30, right? So 30 is his net loss here, minus 40 is his net loss, right? 40 is net loss. Now if HDFC Bank goes below 1500, right? If HDFC Bank goes below 1500, right? Now Mr. Jerry, who is option buyer, will not come to Tom, right? Why? Because why he will come to Tom? Already he is getting HDFC Bank for 1490. So why will he buy for 1500 from Mr. Tom? He will not buy. That means this coupon will be of no use to Mr. Jerry or option buyer, but it is giving profit to Mr. Tom, right? So that is his profit is 20. Again, when HDFC Bank goes to 1480, Mr. Tom's profit will be 20 because the coupon is useless and he has already earned the profit of rupees 20 by selling that coupon, which is useless to Mr. Jerry, who is option buyer. Okay, so again for at 1470 also he will earn profit of 20. At 1460 also he will earn profit of 20. That means whatever may be the price of HDFC Bank below 1500, he is going to earn profit of rupees 20 at the max, right? At the max profit he is going to earn rupees 20, right? But what will be his loss? As HDFC Bank rises above 1500, his loss is unlimited, right? You see, when HDFC Bank goes to 1570, his loss will be minus 50. When HDFC Bank goes to 1580, his loss will be minus 60, so on and so forth. The loss is unlimited here and the profit is limited, right? So for the option buyer, the loss is unlimited. Sorry, for the option seller, in this case call option seller, the loss is unlimited, the profit is only 20. That is the premium amount which he has taken from the option buyer. So let's say this is the payoff graph. We'll draw the payoff graph here. Again, this is the strike price of HDFC Bank here, starting from 1440 to 1560, right? And then this is profit and loss. So let's plot this payoff graph here, right? So at 1500, I'll start from here, 1440, right? Because on my graph here, this first point is 1440. So I'll start from here. So 1440, my profit is 20. My means Tom's profit, Mr. Tom's profit. So this profit is 20. At 1440, the profit is 20. Right? At 1450, the profit is 20. That means till 1490, the profit is 20. In fact, till 1500, the profit is 20. Till 1500, that means till this point, the profit is 20. That means for 1450, the profit will be 20. Here also the profit will be 20. Right? So here also the profit will be 20. Here also the profit will be 20, 20, 20. Right? Till 1500, I'll get on these points. Right? Now, at 1510, the profit is 10 rupees only. At 1510, the profit is 10 rupees. That is here. Right. At 1510, the profit is 10 rupees. At 1520, you see, at 1520, that is here, the profit is 0. Right? The profit is 0. 0. Right? Then at 1530 minus 10, 1540 minus 20, 1550 minus 30, and so forth. So let's plot these points. So 1530 minus 10, 1540 minus 20, 1550 minus 30, right? So minus 30 will be here. So 1560 minus 40. So 1570 minus 50, so on and so forth. I'll get these points, right? Now if I join these points, so I'll get this type of graph, right? So you see here, the profit is limited only rupees 20, no matter what the how below the option price goes, the strike price goes, how much this HDFC falls, but my profit is only 20 rupees, right? But if the HDFC Bank rises, I'm going to incur heavy losses, unlimited losses, right? Unlimited losses, minus 60 here, minus 70, minus 80, so on and so forth, right? So this is the payoff graph for option seller, call option seller, call option seller. This is a payoff graph for call option seller, right? So what are the observations from this? Observations are, this profit is limited for call option seller. In fact, for any option seller, the profit is limited, right? But here we are talking about call option, so that's why for this call option seller, the profit is limited. He earns only the profit at max is only the premium amount, right, which he charged, right? So in this case 20, right? But his losses are unlimited. He will incur heavy losses, right, if the price moves in the opposite direction, right? Okay, so these are the observations here, right? As the spot price decreases, the call option seller earns limited profits, right? That means the spot price is going down, so at that time the call option seller earns only the premium amount, right? Irrespective of how below the price goes, right? But as the spot price rises, right, the call option seller incurs unlimited losses, right? Right. So that's why people say, when if you are an option seller, you have unlimited risk if the stock moves in the opposite direction, right? So when people become the call option seller, right? When I have a view that market will not go above, or market price will not rise, so that time I sell the option, call option, right? So if I have a view, now if that is for seller, if I am a buyer, if I am a call option buyer, I buy the call option if I have a view that market price will rise. Okay, guys, so that was all about the payoff graph and call option buying and selling. I hope you will get something from out of it. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned to watch other videos on other important option uh, buying and selling strategies in this series. Thank you so much.